Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all my lovely students. Hope you all are good. And I also hope that you are watching all the videos and completing the work. All your English works are updated. So, this is Mrs. Janaki Biswas once again back with your English online classes. Students, today in this video, you will be learning a very important part of grammar that is called as subject-verb agreement. As the name suggests, that subject and verb should always agree in the sentence. That means the form of the subject and the verb should be same. Now, you remember I told you that there cannot be any sentence possible without a verb. So, verb is an important part in the sentence. And regarding sentence, I told you that sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. And this verb is a part of predicate. So, in this video, I will be explaining you what are the rules and how subject and verb should go together. That means if the subject is singular, the verb will be also singular. If the subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. So, to understand this in detail, let us have a look at the board. Have a look, students. Lesson 6. The topic which we will do today is subject-verb agreement. Now, as I told you, the subject and the verb in a sentence must always match in their form. Now, what do you mean by the word form? Form means that if the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. So, do remember, in subject-verb agreement, the subject and the verb in a sentence must always match in their form. So, what you should keep in your mind, that if the subject is singular, that is, if any person's name is there, he, she, or he, she, it. Now, singular subject means you can take the example as Ram, Ravi, Mr. Singh, Mohan. So, if a subject is singular or if in the sentence it is he, she, it, that is he, she, it is in the subject form, then we will always use singular verb. Now, example, he, it is singular. So, he likes mangoes. And if we take it as a name, Kim dances well. And in the previous video, students, I have explained that singular verb, we form singular verb by adding s or es to the base form. So, what we have done here, we have added s here. So, he likes mangoes and Kim dances well. Now, let us see the plural. Plural subjects. If the subject is plural, that means if the subject is Ram and Ravi, the boys, the teachers. So, these are singular, these are plural forms. So, if the subject is plural or if we have we, they or you in the sentence, then we will be using plural verbs. Example, we like mangoes, they dance well. Now, students, what is the difference between a singular verb and the plural verb? In singular verb, we add s or es to the base form, but in plural form, we write the verb as their base form only. We don't add anything in the plural form. So, the basic thing which you should keep in your mind, students, is that singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb, and plural subject, plural verb means we will be writing only the base form of the verb. But in singular, we have to add s or es to the verb. It's like dances and likes. And if the word is play, we will again add plays. If the word is watch, W-A-T-C-H, watch, we are adding es there, like watches. So, now I will explain you the rules for the singular form of verb. Now students, the use of singular verb. The main thing which you know, if the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. That is what is called as subject-verb agreement. Now one thing you should keep in your mind students, singular verbs. How do we form singular verbs? When we add s or es to the base form, then we get the singular form of the verbs like watch, watches, play, plays. Now, apart from the general rule, that is if the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. There are 4 points which you should always keep in your mind. Now, what are those 4 points? I have written it on the board and now you will be looking at the board. But before that, students, the 4 things or the 4 points are with the countable nouns, with the collective nouns, with the uncountable nouns and with the numbers. How do we use the singular verbs? So now students, have a look at the board now. Subject verb agreement. I have already explained you subject verb agreement. Now singular verbs. With singular verbs, what are the rules which you should always keep in your mind? The first rule is singular countable nouns. Now the question comes, what is countable noun? The nouns which we can count is called countable noun, like book, chair, bat, ball. And when singular is attached to it, that means the countable noun which is 1 in number. That means 1 boy, 1 tree, 1 girl. So with singular countable nouns, we always use singular verbs. So I am repeating, singular means 1 in number, countable means the nouns which we can count. So with singular countable nouns, singular verb. And the example, the boy is sad. The boy we can count. The boy we can count. So boy is countable noun and it is singular. So the verb which we have used is. See the next example. Uncountable noun. The nouns which we cannot count. Generally students, uncountable nouns which we cannot count, they are always taken as singular. So when the noun is singular, the verb will automatically be singular. When the noun is singular, the verb will automatically be singular. And now what are uncountable nouns? I told you the nouns which we cannot count. For example, sugar, salt, air, oil, ink. So example which I have taken, the rice is uncooked. We cannot count rice, so we have taken it as it is an uncountable noun. It is an uncountable noun, so we have added is. The rice is uncooked. We can take one more example students, like the sugar is in the bowl. We cannot count how many sugar. Sugar is uncountable noun, so we are using singular verb. Now come to the third point, collective noun. Do you remember students? What are collective noun? Collective noun are group of things and a special name is given to collective noun such as swarm of bees, fleet of cars, colony of ants, regiment of soldiers or team, player of a team. Okay, so these particular words are called as collective noun. Swarm, flock, pack. So with collective nouns, we always use singular verb. That means collective nouns are taken as singular. So here the example, our team has won the match. Here students, HAS has. Has is a verb and it is singular form. Now see the fourth point, with numbers such as money, weight or distance. With numbers, we always use singular form. Example, 30 kilometers. Students, the number 30, it's a plural number. But still, we will be using singular verb. So, 30 kilometers is a long distance. So, is singular verb. Once again, students, just a small recap quickly of these points. Singular countable noun. The boy is sat. Uncountable nouns. The rice is uncooked or the sugar is in the bowl. Collective nouns. Our team has won the match. Number 4. With numbers such as money, weight and distance. Example, 30 kilometers is a long distance. Students, now you will be learning the rules for the plural verbs. The basic thing you know that we use plural verb with the plural subjects. And again, the plural form of the verb, it is the base form of the verb. But still there are some rules like I and you. We always consider I and you as plural. So we always put after I and you, we always put plural verb. And then there are countable nouns which are plural. There are collective nouns which are always taken as plurals. Then there are some nouns which are always considered as plurals like trousers, scissors, glasses. So have a look at the board to understand the thing more clearly. Subject-verb agreement, plural verbs. The first point, plural countable noun. Countable noun means the nouns which we can count. And if the countable noun is in plural, then we will always use plural form. Like I have taken the same example, but I have made it plural. The boys. So since I have made this as boys, students. Since I have made this as boys, so the verb, we have changed the verb as are. So keep in your mind that if the countable noun is in plural form, then the verb will be in plural form. So the boys are sad, the trees are broken, the books are on the table. So these are all countable nouns, the nouns which we can count, and they are all in plural forms. Now the next rule is singular nouns are joined. When two singular nouns are joined with the conjunction and, we use plural verbs. Example, Ram and Radha are in the room. We can take one more example as Ram and Ravi are playing in the field. So here students, in singular noun, when both the nouns are joined with and, they are joined with and, it should keep in your mind. When both the singular nouns are joined with and, we will use plural form. And here students, one more thing you should keep in your mind, that singular nouns or pronouns, for example, if it is written as he and she, then also you will use plural verb. He and she are in the room. Okay, now see the third point, nouns that are always plural. There are some nouns, students, which we always use as plural only, like glasses, trousers. So glasses here means the spectacles. So example, my glasses are framed silver. So here glasses means it is only one glass, that is my glass, that is my spectacle. But still we will be using the plural form, that is my glasses are framed silver. Next point, collective nouns which are always taken as plural. Now here students, the players of the team. Now here we will take players, and the word players is in plural, so we will be using are. The players of the team are practicing now. So collective nouns which are always taken in plurals, like the players. The last one which I have already explained to you, I and you. They are always taken as plural subject. So we will use the plural form, that is, I dance well, you are welcome. Now again students, have a look. Plural countable noun, the boys are sad. Singular nouns which are joined with the help of and. Ram and Ravi are playing in the field, are. Nouns that are always taken as plural, that is my glasses are framed silver. Collective noun that are always taken as plural, that is the players of the team are practicing now. And the last point which I told you is I and you. They are always taken as plural. So students, these were the rules of subject-verb agreement. That means if the subject is plural, the verb is plural. If the subject is singular, the verb is singular. So students, with this, we have come to the end of this video. Hope the explanation is clear to you. So, stay home students and be safe.